Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Time and Money to have the best experiences out of your life. So in today's video we are going to discuss about employment or business, which is better for you and which are the factors that you should consider so that you have the best experiences and have the true meaning of life. So there are various factors that you should consider before deciding on employment or business. Before we delve into it, we'll quickly see how you can divide employment versus business. So as per traditional sense, these are just two types, but the reality is that this can be divided into multiple ways, but I have divided this into four ways. We'll quickly go through that. First is in terms of employment, wherein you are working for someone else, either in formal sector or informal sector, that is in a much more established business firm or an unestablished firm or a small shop. It is part of a job or employment, so this will form part of your career. And then next is being self-employed. These are few cases wherein you are employed for yourself and then you work for someone, but you are not a full-time employee. This could range anywhere from being a contractor to freelancer to being a professional who is providing the service in a standalone basis. It could be in range of being a doctor, auditor, finance professional, salesperson, etc. And then third category is business. So this is the thing that you think of. So business is a place where there are processes and people available who will work for the common goal that you have. It could be in range of developing the best financial products or providing the best customer experiences and being the most customer centric company of the world, etc. And the next, a higher level of category is being an investor. Here you invest your money in various projects, various business that is near and dear to you, which will help you generate income, and your purpose is fulfilled or met by this category, wherein investing in the businesses, projects and ideas that you think is going to impact the world and gives you a true amount of or sense of ownership and happiness is this category. This is slightly different from the other places because you're not completely employed or are working every day. You might be doing financial analysis on someday you might be meeting new investors or looking at new opportunities, like it could be ranging from real estate investments to business proposals to investing in startups, to investing or loaning out money to hotels, etc. So once you know the distinction between these four categories, you will have to then decide which are the factors important to you. Then you can decide which is the one that you can take and pursue. And because of changing technology and landscapes of business environment, you can be at multiple places at these extreme spectrums, and you can be an investor with being an employee as well as having a side business. So you will have to decide which is important and which will help you to lead a better life. And now we will delve right into employment versus career. So first and foremost, you will have to think, or rather people choose employment is because of the safety and security. That is, in most cases at the month end you will get a fixed amount of salary, though it might not be very high. It will give you means to pay your bills and enjoy luxuries once in a while. But in case of business, the upside potential is extremely high. Your business can grow into multi-billion dollar company, and you will be able to enjoy the fruiting of this and gain financial freedom as well as freedom of time and experiences in some sense. And next point is with regards to risk. In terms of employment, the risk is quite limited. That is, you do education and maybe upskill once a while, and then you take employment, and the risk is limited with respect to the amount of work that you are doing and the amount of time and money that you have spent in upskilling and enhancing your knowledge base, and usually nothing more. But in case of business, the risk is quite high. The whole amount of money that you have spent growing this business and the time that you have invested, it might be in months or multiple years or decades that you have built this business, can go in a jiffy due to some external event that you might not have control of, or few due to some reason an employee of yours misbehaved or ended up making a bad decision which can end up having an adverse effect on your business. So again, in risk factor, the employment is little less riskier, but in case of business it's quite high. It can ruin the whole financial security or the financial net worth that you have built. And something in relation to this is stable income and stability. In employment, usually there is relatively higher stability. That is, at month end you get a decent amount of money, and after a few years, because of your performance you get promotions, and then once a while you might switch a career or job. So that's it. So the stability is stagnant, as well as because of that the upside is also capped. But in case of business, risk and stability is almost non-existential. In many cases, you might face adverse situation as well as you might lose stability. Some days you might be on cloud nine and living the life that you wanted, and then other day there can be a event or a news that will completely shake the grounding as well as the existence of your business. You might have to scrap together all the resources, be it in terms of human resource, financial resource, then marketing team, etc., product team, and come together and again overcome that scenario and situation. And next point that you will have to consider is skill development and enhancement of your skill. So in terms of employment, as much as you develop your skill and your employer finds value and the society finds value in that skill, then usually your reward starts increasing little by little. That is, you were, let's say, developing a app just at back end, and then you became a front end developer as well, and at end became a full stack developer. At this case your skills improved, and because there is a demand for this, your pay also increases a little by little. As well as opportunity for increasing your skill is usually there, because employer wants skill development so that they can extract value from you, be it in terms of providing services to the customer or in-house development of new products and services. But in terms of business, you have the final say. You should be accountable to yourself. No one forces you to upskill. Though they might suggest you to upskill, you might have to decide and break down which is the one that you want to do. People might say they want your skill in 10 things, but it might not practically be possible to develop skills in all those 10 things. And you might have to prioritize and think which is more important to your business and not just to you. And then next point is experimentation. That is, in case of employment, few employers now have started providing a small amount of leeway and platform for their employees to take some amount of experimentation, be it in terms of marketing strategy, product development, services, etc. But still the experimentation and the room for it is limited. But again, this has both an upside and a downside. So the upside risk is that the risk that you take will be limited by the organization, and even if it goes downhill, then organization might not fire you. There are ifs and ands. Based on scenario it can change. But if you are in a business, experimentation and potential to experiment is quite high. But again, you will be the one who will be facing the consequences. If it's great true, then you will get that benefit and increase in sense of ownership, recognition, money, etc. But if it goes downhill, then because of that one wrong decision or the experimentation that you do, might end up ruining your business and close down the shutters. But again, while doing this experimentation, you can be mindful and then take cautious steps and limit the downside, so that the upside is high but downsides are limited. And this downside can be protected in multiple ways, either by taking insurance or by protecting your downside by segregating this new experiment into a new business or a new project, so that the main business is not affected by this. Or for that matter, even test a small group of people by this new experiment, so that the whole business is not shaken by this. And the next point related to this, which is very important, is domain expertise. If you are an employee, in most cases, the domain expertise that the employer requires or the job requires is usually in one or two fields. Let's say you are a financial analyst, then in terms of having few accounting knowledge and financial knowledge is all what is required in terms of employment. But in case of business, the domain knowledge has to be vast as well as varied, and skills that is required is usually lot higher. You will have to develop and cultivate various domain knowledge, expertise and skills. It could range anywhere from doing financial analysis and knowing financing aspects, and then marketing and selling to make sure your products and services are known to customer and you can generate revenue, and then human resource and bringing people of skills together so that they can work towards common goal. If you are an employee, you might not have to break head. There can be human resource department, and there can be accounting department, and there can be support and IT department who will support you. But in case of business, especially in the starting days, you will have to scrap together all these resources, and few times you yourself might have to be the domain knowledge expert and have to put your knowledge and foot forward and have to work multiple roles as a business owner. So you should be aware at this point that are you ready to face those challenges, especially in your starting days, if you do not have enough capital to do all this and play multiple roles and work towards it, which will help you give satisfaction as well as not feel down about yourself. And next point is in regards to ownership and sense of purpose. If you are an employee, in most cases you cannot have the sense of ownership or sense of purpose to a greater degree. But in case of business, you have that sense of ownership as well as purpose once you're building that company, and you are the sole owner and beneficiary in that case. And next point in tandem to this is with regards to the rules and regulation and laws available to you. In most countries, employees are protected by various laws. It could be ranging from your protection in terms of physical safety and security while you are employed, as well as employment benefit, insurance benefit, retirement benefit, etc. But in case you are a businessman, you yourself are the person who has to be aware and has to manage this. So there is no huge law, rules and regulation in most countries at least, that is protecting you from most of these cases. If any losses are made and if anything goes wrong, then you will be the person at cuffs and you will have to bear the burden and heat of that situation. And because of that, if you are in business, the risk is quite high, both in terms of financial adversities as well as not having the amount of freedom that you truly think businesses have. And businessmen still have some amount of rules and regulations which are binding them and do not give full amount of freedom that few people think businessmen have. And also because there are no retirement benefits and few benefits that are provided in terms of employment, businessmen are at their own whims, so that they themselves have to secure their financial future. If they don't, then the adversities can lead them to live a lower quality of life, even though they have been trying to build this great business. So they have to be sure and have to be mindful that there can still be many backlashes as well as drawbacks in terms of owning a business, and you should be mindful of how you're protecting your finances as well as your experiences. Ensure to subscribe to this channel so that you can stick around in either if you're an employee or a businessman, and how you can secure your personal finance at least and grow yourself as a person. And next factor which many people overshadow or forget is in terms of having co-workers and social circle. If you're an employee, the social circle and the co-workers that you meet is usually from the place of employment or the external parties or external stakeholders that you meet. And because of this, you get a social circle that you can contact and meet for various reasons. But if you're a businessman, many a times you might not have this social circle and miss out on few important aspects of life, like enjoying few smaller celebrations of gaining that promotion. Surely if you are an entrepreneur, then you can reach out to a social circle who meet your wavelength and match your thoughts. Surely there will be newer category of people that you will meet, but you might miss out on the larger group of audience, and this social circle of businessmen is usually a lot smaller. And during this journey of building the business, there are multiple times which many people have highlighted that you will feel lonely and you might not have the social support to back you up, especially when you are feeling low. And last but not the least, the amount of money and time that you will have to invest is lot higher in case of business. But in case of employment, it's usually limited and you need not have to invest a huge amount of money or time. In terms of employment, you might go to the best colleges and gain the best degrees, and money aspect might be related to that. But other than that, the time investment is also due the amount of time you spend educating yourself and upskilling yourself. But in case of business, you are giving up so much of your resource in terms of time, money, mental peace, energy, etc. to this, that it will become a part and parcel of you. So these are few key factors which will impact your decision between business or employment. As I said earlier, the environment is changing and is providing and accommodating such a practice wherein you are an employee as well as developing your business side by side, either in terms of building side hustles. Ensure to go check out the video regarding multiple sources of income that I have done, which will help you think and help you develop new sources of income and lead you a greater life. So at the end of the day, it has to be a cautious choice. It should not be based on one Instagram post that you saw regarding quit your job and do a business, or don't be a slave to someone else. It's not about one line, it's your life decision, and you should be aware and be happy with the decision that you have taken. That is utmost important. Many people forget that when we are on this earth, you have to satisfy your own soul. Again, not necessarily in a religious way, but rather being true to yourself and taking action and be part of the things that you're interested in and build that, so that you yourself as a human at first feel satisfied and feel a sense of purpose, pride, etc. So I hope this video has given you a comprehensive list in helping you think what are the factors that you should consider and which are the thing that is more beneficial you. That is nothing wrong or right or a one size fits all approach. then it is not such that if you are an employee you're a bird, if you are a businessman you're bad. You should think what is it important to you and which will help you elevate your experiences in your life and help you be a better version of yourself. And also join the Telegram channel Timon, where great bunch of people are coming and building this community, where great bunch of people are coming together and putting down their thoughts as well as the experiences that they are having and how they are feeling each and every day. It will help you be a better version of yourself. Ensure to join the Telegram channel Timon EXP. So ensure to like, share the video, subscribe and comment down below, as well as turn on the notification to receive all the notifications from this channel. With that, I'll see you again in next video, and comment down what are the decisions that you are taking, as well as if any factors that you are thinking in addition to this. Please comment down and list down below. With that, I'll take a leave. See you in next video.